What's up?
What's up, Jess? What's up?
I'm Dolly. Share your thoughts with us. Hit that like button. Share this video with a friend. Um, and follow the channel. It's free. Scan the QR code and sign up for a chance to win free merch. We'll get into Culture Corner after sports news, so stick around for that. On Savage Sports of the Week, high schooler life lost over a seat. We going to talk about these youngins for real.
And then we got the Wolves versus Pistons, literally all out brawl. We'll discuss that more in a little bit.
Ja Morant's finger gestures, pow pow, and Curry's explosive game. Then in Culture Corner this week, IHRA anti-Semitism bill being passed, free speech talk again.
Um,
Mangione.
uh, Mangione updating recent Pam Bondi call for death
And
penalty.
then Elon's daughter, well, trans daughter, has spoken about his father. We'll get into that. It is late, guys. It's my wife's birthday. We were out all day, so happy birthday to my wife, Kaylin. Appreciate you. Let Culture Speak Live, episode 36. Welcome back to the show. Let's get into it.
Bring the mic on, let the culture speak. Got some sports talk, 7 days a week, from the courts to the streets, headlines stay.
Oh my god. Intro sucky ass right now. Did you check TikTok? Yeah, we're live on TikTok right now, guys. Shout out where you're from, man. Let us know where you're from. Appreciate it. Oh hell yeah! See, we're live on TikTok. Cool. I'm just double checking real quick. Follow the channel, man. Follow our pages. Again, we're trying to get to 500 subscribers. So help us help you get some free merch. And TikTok. Oh my god. It was supposed to be banned on Saturday, but from what I've read, there's a 75-day extension again. And there was no backlash or people talking about it. It's like whatever at this point, It's like if you're gonna ban it, ban it. Don't play with our feelings type of thing at this point, right?
Yeah, nobody cares
Yeah,
anymore.
nobody does. Mhm.
It's like, okay. Somebody said had a good they were like, hey, there's life before TikTok and there will be life after. At this point, everybody had their big raw when they thought it was gonna be so, and a lot of people are saying it's not even the same as the first time anyway, so
Yeah.
they could care less at this point.
At this point, yeah. Jess, can you fix your mic real quick? I don't think it's on.
Let me see. Is that better?
Yeah, there you go. Yeah, that sounds way better. Okay. Let's get into it, man. Yeah, TikTok. Here we go. Appreciate it. Awesome. Like I didn't know we were. It gave me an option to go live, even though I don't have 1,000. We don't have 1,000 followers on that page, but yeah, just we'll be here for a while. But let's get into it. This breaking, making me move. Last words before FatalTrack meet. A high school track meet turned deadly in Frisco, Texas, when what started as a simple dispute ended in tragedy. But who's really telling the truth? 17-year-old Austin Metcalf lost his life over what? A place to sit. According to multiple students, witnesses, tensions escalated after a simple request turned hostile. It happened so fast, says Sarah M., who was sitting nearby. Another witness, Coach Thompson, reported seeing a brief shoving match before the a fatal moment, accused Carmelo Anthony. But whoa, what the fuck? Accused Carmelo. Whoa. Confused here. Oh fuck. Yeah, but yeah, Carmelo Anthony, a 3.7 GPA student working 2 jobs, claimed he wasn't the aggressor. His father says there's more to the story, but Austin's twin brother, man, this fucking sucks. His twin brother Hunter tells a different tale. We asked him to move. Things got heated with those fatal words, "Make me move." Let's hear his twin brother talk about it.
This kid, before I knew his name now, this kid was sitting under our tent at track. We asked him to move. He started getting aggressive and talking reckless. And my brother stepped in and said, "You need to move." He's like, "Make me move." Austin grabbed his backpack. The kid, I tried to whip around as fast as I could, but I didn't see the stab. But then I look at my brother, and then I'm not going to talk about the rest. So
Yeah.
just that's just what I saw. And I tried to help him, but
It was just senseless.
it was really senseless. Really, I don't know why a person would do that to someone just over that little argument. It's just crazy in this world nowadays how people just up and do that. Like that man has a family. That man has people that care about them all the time, and he did everything for our family too. He was a strong man. He was a strong kid.
Now a community left wondering, how did we get here? How does a regular Wednesday afternoon track meet end with one teen dead and another facing murder charges? The whole city's asking, could this have been
Hold on.
prevented?
I mean, keep talking though.
Yeah. My thoughts on that quickly, it's just like, just thinking about it, just pure speculation. You got 2 big twin brothers possibly be aggressive to one person, and they thought they could get over the person and, threaten them, say all these things. Men and boys, at teens at those age, they feel like they're alpha over everyone and that they could bully anyone. And they're 2 big guys, 2 big twin brothers. They probably had each other's back, and it ended up really badly for them. And it sucks. Like, it should not happen for these young teens. But updated facts, not in text. Over 200 students witnessed the incident. Both schools have suspended all athletic events. Metal detectors are being installed at future meets. A mental health crisis team is now at both schools. Local youth violence prevention programs have seen a surge in support. And I'm reading now that 100,000 is for Carmelo to fight his case against this, which is, I don't know. Like, Jess, I don't know if you heard me, what I mentioned, like, speculating that these 2 big twin guys felt like they could get over him. And yeah, Carmelo felt like he was threatened. It sucks that he had to bring a knife to the game, the stadium, and it ended up badly. That's just pure speculation. My thoughts on that. What do you think, Jess?
It's unfortunate. So wait, they went to the same school? Is that what you're saying?
I think so. I'm not sure.
Basically, at the end of the day, it shouldn't have came to that.
No, it shouldn't.
We shouldn't be talking about a kid that lost his life over something that stupid.
Yeah.
Bottom line.
Yeah. It shouldn't even be like a race thing, because I feel like people are making this like a big race thing. They're kids, man. And just alpha male talking, like in high school, again, want to get over another teen, felt like, 2 against 1 type of thing, that they felt like they had an advantage, but I don't know. It's sad. $100,000 for Carmelo Anthony to fight this case because he felt like he wasn't the aggressor. 5 opinions, takes, advice. Schools need better conflict resolution training. It's difficult when you deal with teens. They feel like they know everything. They feel like they could do whatever they want. Hey, come on. Okay, sure. I think so. But yeah, conflict resolution, Jess, do you think?
Yeah, absolutely. They need to, I don't know, emotion, when people are kids and teenagers, I think it's harder to regulate emotions, or they're still learning, I guess you could say.
Yep.
So they need a safe space to be able to talk about it and learn how to kind of, I don't know, regulate their emotions. I mean, you shouldn't be stabbing people over a disagreement or.
Yeah, I don't know. Parents should teach kids to walk away from confrontation. Yeah, and again, difficult as parents. Uh, Teens feel like they know everything at this point, and um, it's just bad. Now he's facing murder charges. Security at school events needs serious review. Community needs to address rising teen violence. Just keep your head down, people. Keep your head down. There is no reason to be out here trying to dominate one another. You're all in the same school. You're just trying to get by. It is a senseless act. It should have been prevented. These teams shouldn't be picking on each other just because 2 against 1. Social media's role in escalating conflict needs attention. Yeah, that too. Social media just fucking sucks, man. Um, just media in general, and this would have never got the attention it did unless social media has been around. Um, yeah. Closing thoughts on that, Jess?
No, that's about it. It's a tragic incident. Should never happen.
It shouldn't.
It's unfortunate.
Yeah, this is so senseless. 2 young lives changed forever over what? A seat. We're losing too many of our youth to pride and quick tempers, but these families are destroyed. One lost son, the other son faces life in prison. We got to do better teaching our kids that walking away isn't weakness, it's wisdom. Every parent sending their kid to school shouldn't have to worry if they're coming home. This ain't about blame anymore. It's about change. When's enough gonna be enough? Share your thoughts on that. Jess, are we really live on TikTok? I don't see that shit.
Yeah, we live.
Everyone's probably sleeping right now. Everyone's sleeping. But okay. Yeah, let's move on. You ready, Jess?
Yes, sir. Chef Curry cooks while Jaw keeps shooting himself in the foot. What happens when the greatest shooter meets the most controversial player? Pure drama. Steph Curry just dropped a mind-blowing 52 points with 12 three-pointers against the Grizzlies. He still got it. He ain't washed yet.
Mm-mm.
But that ain't even the wildest part of the story. Remember John Morant? He really chose violence. Throwing up finger guns twice after being warned by the NBA.
Some form of gesture there. You can make that what you want. And then Buddy Hield got.
But here's the question. How you gonna celebrate with gun gestures when you already got suspended twice for actual gun incidents? The league isn't playing. Hitting jaw with a 75K fine. Meanwhile, Curry's out here making real shots, passing Jerry West on the all-time scoring list. Talk about a different way to make headlines, right?
Mm. Yeah.
Facts.
Wait,
Over.
John Morant, he's still young. He's what, 23, 25 years old. He shouldn't be doing this. You should be professional. Kids are watching. All these things we hear about it already, but it's just yeah. Um, it is cool in a way, like hey, yeah, like that, but um, that sends a bad message clearly, and it shouldn't be anywhere near. Oh my god, Jess. Yo, you trying to hook up your Wi-Fi or something? Yeah, I think
No,
it's
dude,
your.
I didn't do anything. I don't know what the hell's been the deal lately. I'm not even gonna lie. I don't know
All right,
what the issue is.
it's good. It's a bad time to do it tonight. Go ahead.
The facts. Curry's performance was his 11th 50-point game. Dang. Morant's total fines now exceed 500K for gun. Warriors Grizzlies TV ratings hit season high. NBA Players Association issued statement supporting the fine. Memphis community leaders called for meeting with Morant. Here's some opinions and advice. Young stars need better PR training, even though they don't really give a damn. Actions have consequences, even celebrations. Legacies matter more than viral moments. Role model responsibilities is real. And think long term, not just in a moment. It ain't worth it just for 2 seconds to ruin your career.
True. That is very much true.
One guy's making history with his game, the other one's making headlines for all the wrong reasons. Steph's showing us what greatness looks like, letting his game do the talking. Meanwhile, Jaws got all the talent in the world. He really do. But he keeps getting in his own way. And he really do. It's bigger than basketball at this point. When you're in the spotlight like that, every move you make sends a message to the kids watching. And he got a kid too.
Yeah.
Like,
correct.
come on. What message you trying to send, because right now one's building a legacy while the other's risking throwing it all away. Time to step up. I think he got a kid. I'm pretty sure that's his kid. I'm like pretty sure.
But yeah, everyone, like, you given an opportunity of your life, and don't throw it away, and stay away from those people. Those people that you're surrounding yourself outside of the NBA is driving you down a path that you don't want to go to. You're making millions right now, man, and there's no reason to be affiliated with all that. Yeah, it seems cool. It does seem cool, but at an NBA game to other players, and you were down and you lost, I get your feelings of it, and that you just wanted I don't know, after the game maybe you wanted to, but it was just like, come on, dude, come on, this is ridiculous. It's ridiculous. 10:05. But yeah, after this last story, we'll get to the culture corner this week. International Holocaust Remembrance Alliance bill. Luigi Mangione updates. Elon's trans daughter speaks out. Subscribe to YouTube. Support independent media. Help us reach 500 subscribers so we can help you win free merch. Scan the QR code. Can I even have the link up in the chat? I gotta try that. But yeah, but Jess, 10:30, right? You gotta Jess is about to dip out at 10:30. She
Yeah,
has
we got a good 5 minutes.
yeah. Yeah. Okay, cool. But yeah, let's move on. NBA mayhem. Pistons versus T-Wolves. Throwdown brings bad boys. Yeah. Check this wild scene that just popped off at Target Center last week. The Wolves Pistons game turned straight WWE when a simple foul by rookie Ron Holland II on Nas Reed sparked total chaos in the second quarter. What started as just another Sunday night game turned into a straight fire when both benches cleared. We're talking players, coaches, everybody getting into it.
Reed turned the corner and is fouled by Holland.
Man, oh, come on now.
Big time brawl now in the front row.
Gotta stay.
It's going to take a lot to break this up.
This is not good.
This has been building on the last handful of positions.
Yeah, the score was tight before things got heated, but the Wolves ended up taking it 123 to 104. But real talk, who's counting buckets when you've got 7 ejections, including both coaches? This ain't your average NBA drama. The whole league, the league office already dropped hammer with suspensions, but the real question is, are we seeing the return of that old school Detroit basketball energy? Jess, what does that mean? I don't watch basketball like that, or before then. Is this old school Detroit basketball energy?
Hell nah. But they did. That was just some bullshit. They used to throw down for real all the time. And I don't even think they really got suspended for it back then. This was just some bull crap. It looked like a whole bunch of pushing and shoving, and everybody was just in a group, and there ain't nothing really happened. Just a whole bunch of rah bullshit. Oh damn!
Just to get
Yeah,
the
watch what you say. You get banned on TikTok and you say too much.
what the fuck? Yo, I don't even see it.
You
Never mind.
don't? I'm like in it. I'm like watching it.
But anyways, keep
How
going.
do you not see it?
I don't know. Keep going.
But yeah, nah, I wouldn't say it was, but it was just a little scuffle.
Oh yeah.
A dumb scuffle at that. This is like push playoff time. Like, why are y'all doing that at this time? That's stupid.
Oh, this is dope. Yeah, we're alive. Cool, and we're clear. Anyways, but yeah, fuck. Another scuffle. A lot of fights going on in hockey. This is just entertainment at this point, and it seemed like something hearsay they say, and then heated heated shove, and then yeah, I don't know. It's whatever at this point. But yeah,
Yeah.
it's just the big story of the week. And yeah, we're gonna discuss the big stories of the week. Let me see. But this ain't about
You can
bringing
tell
back.
we both tired. We apologize in advance for the low energy. We just
Yeah,
still trying to put out some
yeah,
stories and content for y'all. It's late Sunday. The week starts tomorrow.
yeah,
It's like, dang.
yeah,
Good weekend though. Good weekend.
yeah.
Hope everybody had a good weekend.
Yeah, and we try to do this every week. We really try to do it. Um, it's just procrastination. I could have had the stories together on a Saturday night, but I literally stayed up till 2 a.m. just to pre-production to get all these photos, videos. It takes a lot of work, so I appreciate it, and I appreciate Jess for sure the dedication I already see. But enough of that, man. We're on the story. So this ain't about bringing back the bad boys era or trying to be tough. It's about keeping the game respectful while staying competitive. The NBA's changed since the Malice at the Palace days. And what? Malice at the Palace days? What's that? No? You don't know? And that's a good thing. But when emotions run high and millions are on the line, sometimes things get real. The question isn't just about who started what, it's about how we keep the intensity that makes basketball great without crossing lines that put people at risk. That's the real challenge facing the league today. What do y'all think? Drop your thoughts below. Yeah. Jess, if you got to go now, go ahead. It's cool.
Nah,
It's
we're
already
good, bro.
21.
We're good. I'll do
Okay.
this. I'll do this next one with you, and then I'll break off.
You want to do the death penalty one then?
Yeah, I'll do that one.
Yeah, let's go.
Luigi Mangione. That's how you say his last name, Mangione.
Yeah, it's pretty cool actually. I like his last name.
His wild prison story with Diddy. The feds just dropped a bombshell on Luigi Mangione's case. On April 1st, 2025, Pamela Bondi announced they're seeking the death penalty for the alleged December 4th, 2024 murder of the United Healthcare CEO. But check the timeline. Mangione's been sharing prison space with Diddy since his December 9th arrest. His defense funds exploded to $830K, including that mysterious $36.5K donation. And his February statements got social media buzzing. While fingerprints match and surveillance footage exists, 10% of online, what does that say, sleuths
Yeah.
claim things off. The real question everyone's asking, with both state and federal charges pending, why is the death penalty on the table now? And who's behind those anonymous donations?
A lot of people.
And if you wanted to check up on this your own and read up more on it, you can check
Yeah.
up USA Today, News Nation. What's that one in the middle?
Reuters.
New updated facts. New evidence shows Mangione visited the crime scene area 3 times before the incident. Cell phone records place him in 5 different states during November 2024. Recent ballistics report reveals unusual ammunition type. 3 new witnesses came forward in March of 2025, and security footage shows potential second person of interest. And we got some key takeaways. Social media's turned this case into a movement. Healthcare reform needs urgent attention. Violence isn't the answer to systematic problems. Young activists need better outlets, and media coverage shapes public opinion heavily. Heavily.
For me, I don't agree with the death penalty. It shouldn't give um any reason for people to decide on your death. It gives too much humans power, and they act like they're gods to wanting to murder someone. But I don't know, with all these new evidence and stuff, and they're gonna try this guy. I I don't know. We'll see, because it is a crazy story, crazy time back in December when all this was going down. People are still speculating that it's probably not him. When you see photos, go look at the past videos we did. We reported on it, and it's not adding up. But they got a case, so we'll see, because this is crazy ridiculous at this point. What do you think on the death penalty, Jess? Do you think it's well deserved if it found to be true?
Yeah, I agree with you. I don't really agree with the death penalty. Like,
Yeah.
I think that's damn near why a lot of states got rid of it in the first place. I'm not really messing with that for real. But and then a lot of reasons why I'm not messing with that is because sometimes they get the wrong person and you're killing the wrong person in the end. Like, it's not foolproof. You know what I mean?
Mhm.
Like, sometimes y'all do get the wrong person and they get the death penalty. You're killing an innocent person.
It's like guilty until proven innocent. It's like way backwards, and everyone sees it. Yeah, but it's a movement. People are getting engaged. They believe that Mangione should be released because of the healthcare system already, reform needs urgent attention. Yeah, it definitely does, especially with insurance. We've been talking about it, guys. We're being fucked insurance wise. Like if you have insurance, you're going to be cost a lot, and without insurance, you get a discount. Wow, that's crazy. Yeah, but violence isn't the answer. It's not completely. Like you go out there, you try to make change. Um, 1 out of 10, whatever, that your voice is not going to be recognized because these corporations don't care. They care about profits at the end of the day. Young activists need better outlets. We're a better outlet, yo. We're growing here. Support independent media. Join the conversation. Join us live. Let's talk about it. Share your thoughts. Okay. Share your thoughts on that. When you've got a 26-year-old facing death penalty, sharing jail space with one of hip hop's biggest names, and mysterious donors dropping stacks on his defense, that's a lot of money. What do you think? Do you think this is grassroots people or billionaires, millionaires dropping hundreds of thousands, 30,000 here and there?
I'm not sure, man, but somebody's significant. If they obviously feel strongly for this dude, they dropping that type of bread.
Yeah. Something's gotta give. Whether you believe he did it or not, one thing's clear. This ain't just about justice anymore. It's about power, money, and a system that's got everyone questioning what's really going on. As we wait for the June court date, remember, sometimes the truth is stranger than fiction, and in this case, we might just be scratching the surface in 2025. What are your thoughts? I'm prepared for the Diddy case too. That shit's gonna blow open. I think we'll get that into that next week. There's been a lot of revelations about it coming out. A lot of allegations, I would say, from random people, with Busby going crazy on it. He's being sued. Um, yeah, I'm interested in that. I think that's in July or June too. We'll see. We'll see. Share your thoughts on that, guys. Jess, peace out.
Yes, sir.
Yeah.
I'll see you guys next week.
Mhm.
I'll talk to you later. Y'all have a good night.
Yep. All right, Jess.
Sure.
Peace out. Yeah. Cool. Anyways, share your thoughts on that, guys. That story. Let's move on. These two last stories, man. Let's get into it. So, Trump's downfall. Yeah, it is. How one executive order changed campus free speech. Let's break this down real quick. Trump's 2019 executive order changed everything by making the IHRA definition the government's go-to for fighting anti-Semitism. But here's the T. The definitions got some serious reach. We're talking about calling out straight up Jew hatred, but it also flags things like comparing Israeli policies to Nazi actions or calling Israel racist. The definition includes classic anti-Semitism like attacking Jews or property, but extends to criticizing Israel's right to exist. Why is this controversial? Because universities like Harvard and Columbia, um, what is it? Being forced to choose adopt this definition or millions in federal funding. Is this protecting one group's rights worth limiting others' ability to speak freely about political issues? Um, okay. My thoughts on that. Everyone's hearing about it. Like, why are you just censoring for one group? You're talking about races. You're not even talking about racism, passing bills on racism. You're only passing bills on this anti-Semitism. In the colleges, you're passing a bill. Even Trump did it back in 2016 to his last presidency, and what's his name, Florida governor. He passed anti-Semitism bills against our freedom of speech. Who gives them the right to do that for just one group? Because there's one group in power in the government right now, APAC, that got these people in their pockets. Of course, everyone's seeing about it. We're talking about it now. People are open to the idea that this is a possibility. You hear Candace Owens, Ian Carroll. I'm avid supported for them because they're speaking out, and we got to stick together because this is coming out and people are finally speaking about it and having the right to, because that's the freedom of speech. And then boom, we drop on this. People with visa cards are being deported because of thoughts on that, on their support on trying to stop this whole thing in Gaza and everything. But updated facts: 128 Jewish scholars have opposed the definition current use. Yeah. So Jewish people don't necessarily agree with this whole anti-Semitism bill. Anti-Zionism is not anti-Semitic in a way. Man, bro, I'm about to get fucking banned for sure. 2/3 of UK universities have already adopted IHRA. Recent legal challenges in multiple countries. It's being passed over in all these countries already. They're adopting it. If you don't see what's going on, people, it's right in our faces and you need to talk about it, okay? Impact in academic conferences and speaker invitations, growing divide between institutional policy and faculty views. Freedom of speech, that's clear. But these people in power think they have control over us. They think we're dumb enough to just like not see it. But there's a movement already growing that we see this happening over the years. Where it's like puppet strings that they have over our government and Trump, that they're going to be able to push this, which is ridiculous. Talk about it, because freedom of speech is on the line right now. Me just talking about this is on the line. And it's a dangerous time. It is a dangerous time. We need clear distinction between hate speech and political critic. Who gives the right to the government to censor any hate speech or actually determine what hate speech is? You could critique a person, you critique a government, um, a country, and not be called hate speech. It's called criticism. You got to be able to take criticism from anyone and not be hurt feelings about it and, just shouting racism or bigotry or anything like that. Uh, Universities should develop their own balance guidelines. Yeah, they should. Put in the schools, there should be a balance for sure, between just community wise and students. Uh, that should be talked amongst themselves, not politicized by a government or APAC or an organization and NGOs type of thing for students, or just to be protected over something they're doing at another country. You know what I mean? I hope everyone knows what I mean, because this is a serious conversation. Protect both Jewish students and academic freedom. A lot of Jewish students don't agree with this bill, and they don't agree with everything their country Israel is doing, and they're being called out. They're being saying, you're being self-hated Jew, you're being a bigot. You Not everything should be supported when you see things is going wrong in that country to another country. You shouldn't always agree, because they have the right to speak out and not be able to be called hated, that they're hating on their own country. No, it shouldn't. You're criticizing them, and that should be your right. You should be able to speak on it and not face any backlash or anything. Create spaces for respectful dialogue. Focus on education over punishment. Yeah, it should, and not indoctrination either. It's a crazy time. There's a lot going on in the world, and sports, culture. This is part of culture, freedom of speech, able to talk, spanning our communication through YouTube, podcasts, um, social media, and it's backfired. Everyone's waking up. Everyone's talking about it. So yeah, let's get into the conversations. Join the live, guys. Join the live and join the conversation so we could talk about it. But real talk, this isn't just about definitions or policies. It's about how we handle tough conversations in a diverse society, very diverse society. The IHRA definition started as a research tool, but has become something much bigger. While fighting anti-Semitism, racism, or any bigotry is crucial, we got to ask: are we solving one problem by creating another? Universities should be places where students can discuss complex issues, including criticizing government policies, while ensuring everyone feels safe and respected. The challenges isn't choosing between fighting hate and protecting free speech. Um, it's finding ways to do both effectively. That's the conversation we need to start having now, before it's too late, before our freedom of speech is completely gutted. Our Second Amendment is completely gutted. In UK, it's totally over for them. Hopefully they could turn back around, but it just seems like nothing is going right over there. People are getting um, jailed because of they're praying in their minds in front of a abortion clinic and shit. Like, wrong thing, man. Being jailed for wrong thing. 1984, man. George Orwell. Crazy. I am paying attention to everything, and everyone should be paying attention also. Wake up. Let's pay attention. Yeah, you could be interested in sports. You could be interested in all these other things, MMA, basketball, NFL, cooking, whatever. But, pay attention to the news too. What's going around you. A lot of people are stuck in a box, and it's the way of thinking just stuck in a box. Step out of that. There's a big ass world around us. Pay attention. Before it's too late, guys. Really, really. After this last story, we're moving on. So leave your thoughts on that. After this last story, we'll react on viral reviews. Marvin Sapp received backlash and responded after a shakedown. People would call it during people would after a shakedown. Oh, people would call it during his congregation. I don't know. Hit that like, share, and subscribe button. It's very much appreciated. It is late. It is 10:30 right now. Let's get into it. Elon's trans daughter. Yo, this tea is scalding. Vivian Jenna Wilson, Elon Musk's trans daughter, just dropped major bombs in her Teen Vogue cover story, March 2025. She's calling her billionaire dad's Mars colonization plan straight up marketing.
Colonizing Mars. That's not happening, people. It's a marketing scheme. Do you know how long it would take to colonize Mars? Do you know how long it would take to terraform that thing? It's a marketing scheme that everyone somehow fell for. This is my native language, I promise. That everyone somehow fell for, despite being like debunked by us.
Mm. But you remember that that wild hand gesture at Trump's rally? She straight up called it what it was. Definitely a Nazi salute. There's been a couple, 2, 3 people doing a Nazi salute. They say that's something else. But here's the real question: why is she living in Tokyo now? I'm pretty sure she's getting away from America. She's seeing something that we don't see. I don't know. Wilson's been spinning facts about the tech world's dark side, suggesting those Neuralink chips ain't just for helping people walk again. She even hit TikTok to expose how her last convo with Pops went down. Mad cringe, apparently. Y'all think she's onto something, or is this just family drama going viral? Um, a lot of things are just coming out about Elon too now. Um, like this gaming thing, he faked it. That he is stepping down from Doge. Um, what do you guys think about it? It's just super cringe that he is doing all this, getting the attention. He loves attention. I'm hearing and speculating from other people's employees of Elon Musk saying that he's just like, how does he have all this time to run 3 companies and, you know, tweeting, doing Doge? It just seems like he is a puppet too. All these leaders seem like they've been puppets. These billionaires are puppets. That it's a Ponzi scheme that he didn't necessarily create these things. And I'm gonna get backlash for this because people love Elon Musk. They think he's doing great in Doge. Okay, yeah, he possibly is doing great in Doge, but why does he have his hands in it? Because of his name, because in Twitter he like brought down the company of people to something thousand to like 100 people now. Clean house basically. But bring back Vivek. What happened to Vivek Ramaswamy? No one talks about that. There was things that happened in there that made him want to, 2 great minds collided and it didn't work out. I don't know. Why do you need this social media mogul, tech billionaire mogul to step in and to drive policy? There's a lot of things that's happening, and I do not trust Elon at all. Because this guy, it just seems like he's not a genuine person. It seems like he's kind of robotic in a way of these things that he says and does. And just watching him just seems like it's unnatural of him. But that's my takes, that's my opinions on it. He's definitely something else for sure. Shouldn't trust him. um if the daughter says this Mars thing seems like a Ponzi scheme, then what else is there going on? There's videos out of him calling for carbon tax on people. Oh shit. But updated facts. Vivian's doing environmental activism in Japan. She's launching a trans youth support foundation. Her TikTok exposes hit 10 million views in 24 hours. She's writing a memoir about growing up Musk. Started collaborating with climate scientists. Mm, and just the EVs in general. I hate Tesla. I would buy the stocks, but not the vehicle. China has a better, what I'm seeing, they have a better option for electric vehicles. Tesla's just not it. There's digital things happening with it. The range on those vehicles suck ass. Charging it wise takes hours. It's just not efficient in today's standards, but key takeaways: trust your truth, even when it costs you. For real, It's gonna cost me for sure. Question, text, promise, and motives. Yeah, their motives are to enslave humanity. If you don't see that, you gotta look up 30,000-foot view of everything that's going on, especially in the tech world with AI, these surveillance states. It's all happening all at once. With crypto, they're trying to like centralize everything. Teach text promises and motives. hmm Family wealth doesn't equal family worth. Yeah, what is his personally? It doesn't seem like he's super conservative with all these 12 baby mamas and 12 kids with like 5 6 baby mamas and stuff. It just doesn't seem like he's a family person. So where does he stand? Does he stand up for what's right regardless of consequences? uh your identity matters more than others' expectations. Yes, biometric data is out there for everyone. We just got to protect it. Let's talk about it. And it's a crazy time. It's a crazy time. It is fucking late, man. It's 10:30. But I appreciate you guys being here. Share your thoughts on that, But let's keep it a buck 50. This ain't just about family drama. While Elon's out here pushing surveillance tech through Neuralink's brain chips, yes, and dodging carbon tax talks, his own daughter's calling him out on his game. She's raising legit concerns about the robot army dreams and how his company might be creating a surveillance state that nobody asks for. A real question is, what happens when the person who knows you best starts exposing your playbook? This ain't just about Mars missions or Twitter beefs anymore. It's about power, truth, and who gets to shape the future. And sometimes the realest check comes from your own blood. Mm, yeah, seems like he's really exposing Elon, and everyone needs to stop. This is why I don't support MAGA. MAGA is like rah rah rah, no matter what, rah rah rah, no matter what. Boy, question the guy, question Trump. This is the time to do it. People are standing up, people are waking up, and you got to be a part of that history. Don't just MAGA shouldn't be for everything that they're doing, no matter what. Like what the hell? That's like senseless. Even liberals, you guys are acting like liberals, literally. It's like rah rah rah. Who cares? Who cares? Let's do this. Like no, question it. Talk about it. Don't go against your values because of someone you voted in. What the fuck is going on? Leave your thoughts on that, guys. Move on. We're going to react. Okay. This is from last week. We're reacting to videos from the interwebs, viral views. Marvin Sapp has went viral for his congregation. What would y'all do?
And they
Let's check this
understand
out.
the cost that is involved. There's 1,000 of you. I said close them doors. Ushers, close the doors. Close the doors. Close the doors. It's 1,000 that's watching online. This is a small seed. If I get 1,000 online to give this, if I get 1,000 in the sanctuary to give this, that's $40,000 tonight. Now, everyone up here, we've all sold and seeded, but I need everyone standing up here with us, with me, to plant a seed of $100. Because again, it costs to sit up here. And this is what I need you to do. If you're giving electronically, or even if you're giving tangibly, I'm gonna have y'all come to the altar and give it, because I need to see 1,000 people moving. Bring them baskets. I want the baskets up here. I want to see the folk. Y'all start moving. Y'all can bring it right now. Come. 1,000 people need to give $20. 1,000 people need to give $20. 1,000 people online need to give $20. This is
Ooh, interesting. It just looks bad on church when it just seems like a shakedown and people are saying it's a shakedown. Oh shit. Sorry. I'm just checking my TikTok live, but we're live on TikTok. I don't know why no one's on that. It's weird. I've done that. Yeah. Just bad. Super crazy. But he responded. He responded back, saying, he apologized. He took accountability for it.
Them give $40,000, and I wouldn't allow them to leave until they gave it to me. And to be honest with you, that is absolutely false.
Yeah.
Number one, that offering was taken last year. This was a service that happened last August. Number two, it didn't happen at my local church. It actually happened at a national organization's international meeting, where churches from all over the country, all over the world came together for the purpose of celebrating the Lord and Savior Jesus Christ. People took issue with me saying, shut the doors. Understand, I never said lock the doors.
Yeah.
I said shut the doors. Shutting doors mean that people still have the ability to go in and out. They've taken issue with my tone. And I can honestly say, looking at the video, maybe I was a little more assertive than I should have been. And I can apologize for that.
Yeah, see, he ultimately apologized to it, but again, it looks bad. It looks bad for church when it should be about God. But again, those churches do need to make money, so that's a way to, hey. But I don't know. So leave your thoughts on that. Jess is not here, so it's kind of hard to have some banter here and there. But we're getting close to the end. If you miss this show, it's okay. Follow us on YouTube. Follow us on TikTok. I will post these videos in clips. Yeah, appreciate y'all being here. Closing thoughts on anything. Oh my God, a lot. We went through a lot, especially with just the youngins. People, like, keep your head low. You are too young to be getting into fights, and the people in NBA. It's not helping either when you're doing all the blah 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 type of stuff. Like, kids are seeing that. Young high schooler kids think it's like it's cool. Like, okay, it's not though. It's dangerous, and you got influencing these young people. And now look what you see. You see it on in the news. People are getting stabbed. People are getting shot. It's just people need to heal trauma. Okay, spiritual journey for real. Okay. But we're getting close to the end, okay? So stay current on the latest sports, celebrity, and culture news. Hit that like button, share this video with a friend, and follow the channel. Tap the notification bell so you never miss a video. We're dropping fresh content every week. Just heal trauma. Be on that spiritual journey. You need to work on yourself, okay? The young people that are listening, you need to work on yourself too. You don't know everything. This is a new world to you. You need to really understand psychology and understand other people and not get into other people's business. Fight those demons. But positive note, guys. Positive note for real. Heal trauma, spiritual journey. Get on that. Fight the demons. Trauma creates change you don't choose. Healing is about creating change you do choose. Michelle Rosenthal. Anyways, have a great rest of your week. Stay blessed. See y'all next weekend. Peace out.